Can you survive this mansion full of traps? Say hello to the Tartarus Key, a horror puzzle and adventure game. Play as Alex, a young woman who wakes up to find herself trapped in a room of a mansion. With just a walkie-talkie to speak to another kidnappee, you're left to fend for yourself. This game's visual design harkens back to classic horror games like Silent Hill, which does a great job in this one of setting the mood, let alone the nostalgic itch it scratches. The gameplay is a mix of escape room-like puzzles, blending sci-fi and supernatural horror in this story-heavy game. You'll be finding passwords in books, drawing parallels between sets of symbols, and studying your environment carefully for key items. The Tartarus Key promises multiple endings, and I quickly learned there's definitely a bad end, based on the fact that you can fail to save people if you don't solve puzzles in time. Speaking of puzzles, they started out pretty easy to approachable, and bear in mind, this is coming from someone that doesn't often play puzzle games. But I did start to get frustrated with the puzzles, starting around the planetarium room. This room's puzzles were full of notes with different names and dates, repeated information, secret messages in multiple colors of multiple authors, but honestly, all of that was still very fun. The truly rage-inducing parts for me were the diagrams, whether it be because I lacked, in this case, astrology knowledge, or the text on the diagram was kind of hard to read because of that pixelated look I do love, a mix of both, or I'm just an idiot, but I could not figure out how to read these diagrams. And similar issues came up with other symbol-related puzzles I encountered as I continued to progress further into the game. Your mileage may vary though. What I consider too hard puzzles is probably cakewalk for a puzzle aficionado, so take my critique of the puzzles with a pinch of salt. However, if you are a puzzle simpleton like me, you might also find yourself grasping for a guide and perhaps even giving up. I found the story really interesting. So far, it's not anything that's gonna change our worldview, but it doesn't need to be. Before I cap off this review, I also want to mention the nice accessibility options available, like forcing all the text to display in high contrast black and white. All in all, The Tartarus Key is a classic psychological horror story with some fun puzzles and challenges, so long as you persist in the face of rising difficulty.
Thank you so much for supporting clickbait-free independent content here on YouTube. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming, and be sure to check out patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where we can together defeat the gaming echo chamber.